Hi, everybody. I'm really excited to start the Sizzlin Summer Sketches um, event by Creative Memories. It is a 9-week event that a new sketch is released every Wednesday, and then you have a week to work on it. And there are tons of prizes. You can download the calendar that says all of the dates on everything on the Creative Memories blog. You'll see it right there. You'll look under Sizzlin Summer. So what it is it'll show every Wednesday, which is highlighted here, is it starts at noon Central Time, and then oh, I'm sorry, the deals, they've got some deals. Sorry, it'll start at 5 p.m. Central Time, and then it goes all the way till the next week. So you have till 11:59 p.m. Central Time to submit your sketch for a prize for that week. There's prizes every week, and there's also one for if you do all of them, all 9 sketches, and you do a coloring page, which is it under here? Yes, a coloring page. Then you are eligible for a $200 grand prize winner, and that's a $200 Creative Memories shopping spree. I'm so excited. So once you do the first sketch, then you color in the butterfly, and then when you do the second one, you color a number 2, the lemonade. So the really cool thing is summer's busy. We've got stuff going on, so you do not have to do every sketch by, the following Tuesday. You can do all of them in 1 week as long as you hit the last deadline of when the all 9 are due. But if you want to be eligible for the weekly prizes, then you have the week to do it, right? So sometimes you can't do all of them. Sometimes we can. It's up to you. But so actually there's chances to win not only with the one grand prize, but 9 different times each week. And then there will be 2 winners each week. And they will have their choice of one paper pack, one sticker pack, and then one of the Sizzlin Summer Sketches deals tools. So there's also deals on all the tools that'll be used in all of these sketches. So yeah, it's a really, 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 really fun contest. I did it last year and finished it and had a great time. Okay, so this is the first one, week 1, and it's very appropriate for the 4th of July since we all just celebrated the 4th of July here in America. You can go by the sketch and make it exactly the same, or you can use anything you want. So if you don't necessarily want to do the 4th of July, you can use any paper pack, any collection, any stickers, anything that you want, as long as you are, using this sketch for inspiration. So here's the sketch, and then this is what they did with it. Whatever pictures I have, I choose my papers and my stickers according to what I am photographing at the time. Just so happens that I have just ordered my 4th of July pictures, so I am going to use this, and I think I'm going to use it exact because I really love this sketch, and I love everything about it, so I don't think I'm going to change anything. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need the Perfectly Patriotic collection, and then so that's this and all the papers, and then here are the stickers. Oh, I love them. Aren't they fun? Look at these borders. Okay, so I won't be using those today, but I definitely will be using them. I got all these decorations I have a wraparound porch. And last year, we've lived here for 24 years, and I finally got these kind of decorations, the big cloth, scallops. And yeah, they're just beautiful. All right, and then the papers. Oh, and then you'll need some navy cardstock. You can just use a scrap because you only need to do 2 things with it. And then, of course, you will need your wonderful trimmer. I love our trimmer so much. You hear me say that all the time, but it's the best. I love it. And I'm going to use my personal trimmer, which is being updated. So it's coming out in August, the new one, and I can't wait. I love this one. I'll keep it. But we have a new updated version, and all I know is that it's going to be bigger. And everybody who's seen it so far has loved it. And then this is the Beaded Ovals border punch. I may use this. I know that this is on deals right now. I think they're $4 or $8 off. It's a good deal. I may use this, or I love this flag banner border. I think this is really appropriate too. So I don't know. I think I'll make a border out of each one, and then I'll see which one that I really like. I just want to show you this beautiful paper. I'm going to put this to the side. Aren't they pretty? Oh, I love it. I just think it's so colorful. Colorful and fun. That one, and then these blues, and then this is a really cool paper too. And then the back sides are, you know, because all of our paper is two-sided. Ooh, these are pretty, lots of blues. 4th of July fun, red, white, and blue, fireworks, having a blast, friends, party, family. And here's another real pretty plaid. And then there's some really pretty dark blue, navy blue, and fireworks, some stars, more stars, and then some plaid. So for this sketch, I'm going to need one sheet of this. And then, yeah, I'm going to just do it the same as this is because I really like all of it. And then I need that blue stars. And that one was here. And then let's see what the back side is. I almost want to use the back side of that, but I really like that. But we'll see if that'll work with as wide as I'm making my papers. So then this is the blue, and then, oh, that's nice. Well, no, this is that plaid, and then, or I'm sorry, stripes, and then the plain blue is not that. Where did it go? I saw it. It's this one. Nope. Oh, here we go. The plaid side. All right. So we will see. I like to save paper, so I'm wondering if this will work for me. We will see. All right. So I stopped and thought about it for a minute because I really hate to waste paper. If I use these 3 sheets, none of the back sides are, you know, like if I was using this one, since I'm cutting it 3.5, it'd be nice if I could use the front side for, you know, say this piece, so that I'm not cutting up 3 separate pieces of paper and they're no longer full sheets. But since these are going to be in banners, I'm really kind of picky about how it's all going to line up. I'll show you this in a minute where I was making the template for the banners. It would work if I lined it up right here, so then it would be just a little bit on the edge of here, and then it would be perfectly centered. But then that way I'm losing this strip, and that's wasteful to me. So I'm going to stick with these 3 because I like those. And then, so I'll need those 3 for the banners. And then I need this paper for the background, and then this sheet cut in half for the center. And it's great because all of the measurements are on the sketch. You can find all of this. It should be posted in the virtual crop group, and you can also find it on the Creative Memories blog. But I just love that it's all written there for you, so you know exactly what to cut. So I'm going to put these 3 to the side for a moment, and then I will see that I need a 6x12 and a 6x12 here in the middle. So that's going to be perfect. I'm going to cut this sheet right in half. So let's do that really quickly. And that'll be really cool because you'll see right, you know, down the middle that's going to line right up. I will probably on this, just because it's that way, I want to make sure that I am right down the middle, which it isn't. It seems to be off a little bit, which is weird. That is really weird. It isn't exactly the middle. I wonder how... That is really strange. I am going to check something out here real quick. I'm going to get out my mats. Whoops. I want to see that that's... If I go 6... And then I will just take my ruler, you see what I'm doing? Okay. So I get that right centered, and then if I go down the 6-inch line, wow, it's really off. Huh. And that's the correct paper. Well, I wonder about going this way. Okay. No, so this is a little off too. Isn't that weird? I wonder if the other one is like that. Let me see. It's not that really big of a deal. I mean, nobody's really probably going to notice it. But of course, me, because I am kind of a perfectionist. OCD. Huh. Oh, that one's a little bit better. I don't know if there was just... Oh, this one's way better. Okay, so I'm going to cut right... I'm going to cut this way. Okay. I don't know if that was just a little bit off in the printing. I would imagine it's probably impossible to get... Or very difficult to get exactly in the middle. Yeah, it's still a little off, but that's all right. I don't think that that's going to be a big deal at all. Okay, and so... Now, if you look at the other one, this is how... I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this. This makes it very simple. If I just put both of these down, and I actually like to use my mats because then it's really easy to line things up. So I will put both of them down. Make sure that they're both in the screen here. And then another thing that I like to do is I like to tack down the corners just with my repo tape, because this just, you can just lift it right off and rub it right off. So I'm going to show you how. Actually, I'm not going to tape this down because this isn't how I'm going to do it, and I'll show you why. So this is what you could do. And it's nice and quick and easy. And then this one's going to go here, and this one's going to go here, right? And that'll make it really easy. But what I don't like about that is now I'm wasting all this paper that's underneath here, right? And so that I know that this is this is going to be 6 inches, and this is going to be 6 inches. What I do, instead of using 2 pieces of paper, I'm just going to use one, and I'm going to cut that at 6 inches. And then you will see, yeah. So 6. All right. So now I have the 2 pieces, and then what I do is I take the back side of, you know, the cover sheet that comes with the pack, and this is acid and lignin free, so I just turn it over and I use this as my base piece. Cool, huh? So then I'm just going to put this one here, and then I'm going to put this one here, and then I'll just tape that right on there. And then I'm really careful to just bud this up so that that line is really nice and clean. Or the other thing is you can just do it right on your page. Let me see. So you could just do it right on. Oh, do I not have? This is a Scribble sheet. I would do it on white, but you know, you could just do this right on the page. Sorry, I just don't have a white one handy. But this one would go here, and this one would go here. I do this if I know exactly where it's going in my album. You know, if I'm working on an album, at that time, I would just do it right like this, you know, because it just makes sense. But since I'm not working on that album yet, so I don't know, you know, what order it's going to be in, I will not do that. So, move this aside. I've got another one that I use from the page protector, so I'm going to put that down. So these 2 I'm going to tack down. And like I said, you know, this will lift right up. I don't have to worry about... Yeah, so this is a little... Wow, this one's a lot bigger. This one's not. So I'm going to cut that one down to 12 by 12. This is just to hold it for a moment. All right, let me cut this down to 12 by 12. Because this was just, you know, like the filler sheet that tells you, hey, this is what you're buying. So that one's 12. It's this side that was a little off. All right. Here we go. Otherwise, you can use white cardstock. I do that a lot too. People will use like the inserts from, if they use the drop-in, slide-in pages, which I like the traditional pages. I love them. I really love the sturdiness of them. All right, so now I will tape these down. I really like both my repositional tape, but I like the regular tape too. I just, especially when I'm taping down to the main page. Some people just like to use the repositional all the time. It's really a preference, whatever you like, whatever works for you. All right, so the nice thing about the repositional is if you goof up a little bit, you can lift it off pretty easily. See, this is a little, there we go. All right, and then I'll do this one. Hopefully you all had a good 4th of July. Here in Minnesota, we had a really nice winter. We had hardly any snow, just hardly any. It was really nice for a change because usually we get quite a bit. But kind of as a payback, now we are having the rainiest summer that I can remember. Like every day it rains, it seems like. So all of the local fireworks everywhere were rained out pretty much. And then the ones that are like in the, you know, I live between 2 towns, and several other towns in the area, they all were rained out. But the one town closest to me, they ended up doing theirs, but then it was kind of last minute, so they said at 7:30 p.m., they said, okay, they're on, but they were going to do them at 8:45. Well, it's not even dark by that time, really. So we ended up not going, just because the people who were going with this kind of changed their mind, and yeah, so no fireworks for us this year, but we did celebrate a couple days before that, because my son's birthday is on the 4th, and you know, my grandkids were here and stuff, so we did have some of our own fireworks. My son went and got some over in Wisconsin where they sell the good ones. But yeah, so we still had fun and still got to celebrate. All right. Okay. Perfect. Now look, instead of using 3 pieces of paper, I only use 2. I have this whole other piece that I can use for something else. I love to save paper. Yeah, because some of it I hate to use it up because then it's gone. Okay, so now these banners here are 3.5 by 3.5, and then they're cut in a banner. So I'm going to show you how I cut those. Just makes it a little easier. Sometimes what people do is they cut the 3.5 and then they fold it a little bit to find where that middle is, to cut that, hand cut it. But like I said, I'm OCD. So anybody who knows me knows I hate bent paper. I mean, like, I'm always making sure that everything's nice and straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a template, and then I'll cut it from there. So that's going to be 3.5 by 3.5. I'm going to take a little scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to go 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, I've got my square there. Put this back in my scrap pile. I can get rid of that one. All right, then I'm going to go along here. I'm going to lift this just for a moment because I can just tack it right back down. Whoop. And don't bend the paper. All right, so if I put it right in the middle here, this can be really easy. So I'll set that there, and then I'll just go over to find the middle. There, 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 and so this right here is the middle. So I'm going to get my pen, and I'm going to mark this right here. And then I'm just going to look and decide, like, how high up do I want those to go. I think I'm going to go... I wonder if that's too far. I think that might be a little too far. So like probably right about here. I did another scrap, practice one, and yeah, maybe I'm going to go a little bit higher because, okay, so right to there, right? So there's the middle, and then this is the level that I want to go to. Whoops. So then I'm going to get out my little ruler. I'm going to line up over here, line up there, and then just draw a line. Whoops. And let's see if I like that. I'm going to go this way. There. I like that. I think that that's a nice... Isn't it funny? Because when I first started doing this, I thought, oh, that's way too deep. But then when you do it, it really isn't. I like that. So I am going to get my little scissors, my micro tip scissors. And this makes it really easy. All right, and then this side. There. Perfect. So that's how they're all going to go. All right. So I'll get my stuff out of the way. All right, and so I need to do 3 strips at 3 by 3.5 by 3.5. And now remember, they're directional too, so make sure that you cut this way and not this way. And the other thing is to look in the back. Luckily, none of these are, so I don't have to worry about that one, but this one is directional, and I definitely don't want to cut this way. I want to cut this way. So I make sure that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it that way just so I remember, right? And then put that over here for a minute. Okay, I'm going to double check so I don't make a mistake. Yep, they're 3.5 by 3.5. So you can stack them all on top and cut them this way. That makes it super quick and easy. I still like to do them separately just because if I make a mistake, then I haven't made a mistake on all 3. I've just made a mistake on 1. And yeah, just so that it doesn't slide, and sometimes when you have them stacked together, that happens. Make sure that you butt it up there so it's nice and tight. The second one. Oh, see? I got to pay attention because I almost cut the wrong one. So I've got this one, and I've got this one, and then I need the blue. Oh, so glad. I would have been so mad at myself. All right, so that one, that was weird. All right, anyways. So now I'm doing the blue, and that's not directional. That's a plaid, so that's good. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. All right, get that one out of there. All right, so I'm going to need 2 that are 3.5, right? So I need 1. And usually you should be using your using this on a flat surface. Sometimes I don't, but because I'm not, it doesn't, or because I am, sometimes it doesn't cut all the way through. So always hold on to this piece of paper and pull the other, and don't let go of this until you know that you've cut all the way through, in case you have to go over it again. I know I've got a lot of experience with this one, so I sometimes will just go right over my mat. I know that that one's good. All right. And then I'll definitely save these for another project because I know that I would be able to use them on either a sketch that I see or one that I'll just make up myself. There's 1. And then there's 2. All right. So now we have our 6 little squares. I'm going to put this back. So I have that where I need it. There. Okay. So I look at this, and these are going to go here, 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 and here, and here. So how I'm going to do this now is I'm just going to take this. I'm going to go on the back side, line it up, and then I'm just going to take my pen. You know, you're doing this on the back side, obviously, so that you won't see it once it's cut. And then I'll just cut right on that line. Real easy to make a straight cut with these micro tip scissors. I love them. Make sure I'm right in the corner. I was a little off in my drawing, but that's okay. All right, nice, huh? And then I'll just do the other ones. I'm going to turn this off for a minute, and then I'm just going to quick cut those, and then I'll come back so you don't have to sit and watch me cut. All right, so now I have all of those cut, and I'm going to put those up here. And I'm not going to tape these down until I figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. So now I'm going to decide if I'm going to use the beaded oval border or the this one here. So since I see the sketch and I already know what that one looks like, I'm going to just do this one first so I can see if I like it. And so, you know, sometimes we don't have every single border. So I just try and find one that's similar to it or something that I would like better. I really like this one. My dad was in the Navy and he serves in the color guard. And so I knew that this one here would be a punch that I would use a lot. So I got this one. And I just want to see what this is going to look like. It might be kind of cool. And I could also just maybe do this one on the top, and then the bottom I could use the beaded oval. Because I really like this one. I think I might do it that way. So I will do this last one. Are these all the way? No, they're not. I kind of like that one. Oh, I really do. I like it. But we'll see. I'm going to do a beaded oval one because if I don't use it, I know. Oh, cool. There's little stars in there. Pay attention to the little pieces that fall out. The confetti. I call it punch confetti because there's some little stars in there that I might want to use. I will get my handy dandy lifter stick. And I don't know if you can see, I just picked that right up. See if I drop it down. Don't you love it? I love this tool. It works really good too if you're trying to glue little things. Or just pick these up, but that was really quick. So I'm going to set those there for a minute. And then I'm going to try with the beaded oval. And see which I prefer. I can't remember if I said this, but this one is on special. I think I did in the beginning. For the Sizzlin summer. So if you like this one, you can get a really good deal on it right now. I don't know if they change every week. You know, like, so this is the one for the first week. I must have been a little off on that one. But there are several right now that are on special price. So I am assuming that the ones that are all on special price right now are the ones that they're going to be using throughout the whole Sizzlin Summer Challenge. All right, I was a little off there. I can probably just pick that right off. Yeah. And so that would be on the bottom. Yeah, I think I really like that. This is how it would be otherwise. And since I'm thinking this is what I like, I'm going to go ahead and cut another one of these and then lay it out the way that they have it to see, you know, which I like better. I'm going to get these little guys out of the way and not forget about them. All right. Since I'm going to need, you know, one of these here and one of these here anyways, it's not really wasting anything. And sometimes some of these punches will leave a little bit of a edge. So I'm just going to quick cut that little piece off so I have a nice, a nice straight edge that I can put into my punch. There's a little piece there. Get rid of that. Keep this handy because I'll use it again. And then I'll quick punch this one out. I love punches. I have another one that I thought of that would be really cool for this if you like this border up here, the banner border, and you don't have that, because I'm not sure if it's still available or not. I can't remember. Usually what I do when they come out, if it's something that I want, I get it, because I don't want to, a lot of them end up getting sold out, and I don't want to miss out. What is that? FOMO, they call it, fear of missing out. So, and because I'm an advisor, I can use them to show you all these fun videos. That's one thing I love about being an advisor. It feeds my hobby addiction, right? All right. And helps me get better prices on some of the things I use. I really like that too. Oh. Decisions. I really, really like that. Well, let me see. What I'll do is this goes over a little bit. I'll get these exactly centered as where I want them in a moment. That's what's so nice about using these mats. So I'm just going to get an idea of what this would look like. And then, compare the two. I could cut another one of these and put it down here. But I think how I'll do that is think about that. Sometimes what I'll do is if I'm trying to decide between two, I'll take a photo of this one. And then when I do this, I'll take a photo of this one too. And then I can look back and see which I like better. What do you think? I wish this was Facebook Live, because then I could ask you all what you thought, and then you could give me your take. Honestly, as much as I really love that border, I think, I don't know. I think I like this one better. Do I? When scrapbook pages end up taking a long time, these are the reasons that I just can't decide. I really do like that too. So why don't I just wait a minute? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about to get these exactly lined up. So know that the paper is 12 inches wide. These are each 3.5 inches wide. So 3, 6, 9, 10.5. So that gives me an 1.5 inch space. So, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4. That didn't work out. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit over 1/4 inch, or 1/2 inch, I'm sorry. Right, so if I put this at 1/2, I just want to see. And that one 1/2 inch away. And that, yeah, so that won't work. And 1/4 wouldn't be right either, would it? No. So how about 3/8? I'll do 3/8 and then 1, 2, 3. Will this work? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then that's 1, 2. Oh, perfect. Okay, so there's a 3/8 inch gap between all of those. So with this, I'm going to use not my regular tape. I'm going to use my repositional, because I could easily make a mistake here, and then it'll be super easy to lift that right up. That's what I love about the repositional. It definitely has its spots. That is perfect. It's going to be perfect for my borders. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3/8 inch. All right. And then this is 1, 2, 3/8 inch. Hopefully my head isn't in the camera view. That's what's so awesome about using these mats. I love them. And you can cut on them too. I used to just have the one, and I see other people doing it this way, and I finally just broke down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself, because this makes this so much easier. 1, 2, 3/8. And I'm so glad that I treated myself because I deserve it, right? Don't you? We all deserve to have things that make us happy and make our lives easier and more joyful. And scrapbooking brings me so much joy. It really truly does. And it brings joy to those I make the albums for too. And even if it didn't, it brings me joy, so that's important. We all need those things in our lives. All right, 1, 2, 3. And then the last one. All right. Doesn't look nice? So, I'm going to decide again how I want to do this. So I think I'm going to turn off the camera for a minute because I forgot to cut the mats for the photos. And then I will come back. And then hopefully I'll have made a decision about which one I want to use, this one or this one. So I've got my photos, mats cut. Like I said, I don't have the photos yet, so I'm just going to use the mats. And I said and thought about it, and drum roll, I decided I am going to use that because I like it. And I got it, you know, this is a lot of the reasons. This one's pretty much a real specific border punch. You know, you can't just use it for everything. So I want to use it when I can. So, and I think that looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and tape these down. Where's my other? It is my little silicone mat. Yeah, I really like it. So again, I'm going to be using my repositional tape because it works so well. I don't know if you can see that. I can just go right ahead and go on here. This is my silicone mat. This is great because when I put this on here, I don't have to worry about it being, all this tape being stuck, because it doesn't stick to the silicone. Now if I did it on here, it would stick, and I wouldn't like that. So I'm gonna start this one at just maybe a little bit farther down. Well, that one's a little short. Hang on, let's do that again. Repositional tape, you're wonderful. I can lift you right up. And then that was a 1/4 inch down on both sides. That's like I said again, so great using these mats. And then you just go like this, and then all of that those little extra pieces of glue are gone. They just rub right off. So great. See, this is so nice because I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to get each little tiny piece, because this will just go over all of that. Right, and I go a 1/4 inch down on this one as well. And make sure that I line it up the same over here. I need to go over a little bit more. There we go. This one's a little bit longer. No, it's not. I'm just not doing this side right. Okay. There we go. Whoop. Scooch it down. Huh. That's weird. I think that this paper is just a little bit longer on this side. What am I doing wrong? I think I'm blind. Okay. There. Now you are, I think when I move it. Okay. Got it. Oh, there we go. Now it's right. Ta-da! Okay. And then we'll do the bottom. All right, and I'll do that the same, just a 1/4 inch in. And then it'll line up on this side too at a 1/4. That does seem higher, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, because this is a different shape there. So let's do this again. And then I guess I'll just have to kind of eyeball it. But I will remember that this is a 1/4 inch, so that I can remember on this side. And then I will just watch and look and see where I think that that's straight. Yep, that was just a little piece that was off. Does that look right? Watch where these all are. A little bit down. But honestly, you don't have to be this picky. I just am. Because nobody's going to notice if it's a little bit off. Except for me. Me. Yeah, it's just who I am. I can't help it. But you know what? Done is better than perfect. I have to tell myself that all the time. Done is better than perfect. And nobody's perfect, right? Nobody is. Okay, love it. All right, so now what's great about all these sketches is I can just go right here, and then whatever pictures that I have, then I would start laying them out where I think it works for me, right? You do not have to follow along on this sketch. What really helps me a lot is what I do is I have a little box of all different sizes of photos, and this is how I figure out the different layouts that I could use. Is I can go, okay, so this is a 4x4. I might want to use one there. Here's a 3.5x5. I might be able to fit another 3.5x5 down there. You know what I mean? It just depends. Or I really like to keep mine 4x6 because the way I take them when I crop them, there's really not a whole lot to cut off. This one might go there. You might want to do another 4x6 here. You know, so you can really, you don't have to go exactly what the sketch says. You do the layout for what is going to work for you. These are all just suggestions. I also like these nice little clear ones. What's nice is if you're, you know, doing a photo and you need it to be like a certain size, like 3x3, then I can go ahead and say, oh, will this picture work? Can I crop that out like that? And I could, but I wouldn't want to on this. I love that photo. I would want to do that with another photo. Like here's me and my mom. We went out to lunch one day, and didn't really need to have all that stuff, but honestly I would like to have her hands because one day she won't be around and I don't want to cut her hands off, right? Although unless I was going to use another one that had the hands in it, this one I could probably easily crop that like that if that was what I, you know, needed in the layout that I was doing. So I'll do a video on that, how I use these, how great that is. But anyways, it is kind of rare that I end up doing exactly like the layout is, but I've already looked at the photos that I took. I'm just waiting to get them back. I ordered them. I just got to go pick them up. But it really works out for the photos that I have to use this. So the only thing different is instead of 3.5x5s, I did 4x6s because like I said, I don't like to crop my photos if I don't need to. So those ones could go there. And then we've got one up here. And then 3.5x5. And then we had another one down here. And I lined these two up, you know, so that makes sense, right? And then these two obviously are lined up. This one is different though. I'm going to pull this one up here. And then I'd put this one down here. And then, oh, I got one extra. So let's see, this one here. And then this one up here. Right? I really like that. So I'm going to just tack those down. I probably won't permanently do them just because in case I change my mind once I get the pictures back. Whoops. Down a little bit more. There we go. And then this one. Oh, that's okay if it's written on the back side. Because we won't see it, right? There. I might want to tuck that one in under the little banner there. See that? I like that. Whoops. This one is obviously going to go over the top. I just realized I'm using my template ones, but that's okay because I can just cut more. I have a ton, so and all the cardstock that I use anyways is acid free and lignin free, so I'm not too worried about. Yeah, see, I did that with that one too. I don't want to put that over the. I might just see how I tuck that under. Sometimes I really like to do that. If I'm close, I don't like to go just the edge. I like to just make it deliberate. So you can see that I obviously did that on purpose, instead of it being like a mistake. For some reason, I have the Halls of Montezuma song stuck in my head. I used to play the bass clarinet, clarinet and then bass clarinet, and then I snuck into the percussion section and ended up being a percussionist in band. So I was in band from 5th grade to 12th. But anyways, I remember when I switched to the bass clarinet, it was really deep. I loved it. And I used to play that song over and over and over again. All right, and so I can look at these and look at this. This says picnics and parties, and then the lawn chair and barbecue. Okay, so for that's great, but what for the photos that I'm going to use, it was when we were watching fireworks. So I'm going to look and see what I can choose instead. I think I'm going to definitely use the lawn chair down here, and then I'm going to use, it wasn't a parade, but Happy 4th of July down here, and I'm not sure yet. Another really cool thing that when you go on the website and say you're going to go and buy this Perfectly Patriotic, if you go there, I believe you can find these Perfectly Patriotic decorative ideas, and it's really nice because they're just different little sticker clusters, because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know how to put these all together. Like, oh, this looks great, but what would I put with it? Well, here you've got the American Eagle, or the Bald Eagle, I'm sorry, and then Home of the Brave, and there's a sticker there. So there's usually 2 pages with every one, so it's really, really helpful. I think I'm going to do the sticker collection here, which is the balloon, all right, so this is what I'm going to do. I really like this, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put these down lightly because I still don't have the photos yet, and I don't want that to stick all the way down. But I just want to kind of give you an idea of what this is going to look like. And then I'm looking for these really fun balloons. You know, put those behind. Like this. Right? But, and then I want to, well, that's not going to work. How would, okay, so I need to pull this over a little bit. And then this one over a little bit. There we go. And then that'll work. Perfect. Right? A little farther. Yeah, so that I can, it's stuck. There we go. And then that one was party. Party, 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 party. Where did I see that? Oh, here it is. Okay. Well, I would go like this. Party. I don't want it exactly. There we go. Whoop. Underneath. See, I don't want to stick these down yet, so that I just want to give you the idea. This one was in farther. That's what's messing me up. There we go. I'm like, this doesn't fit. There we go. Got it. Okay, and then the one that I wanted to put up here, I definitely want to do the fireworks. So this says fireworks, let the sparkles fly. So I will look for the fireworks and then let the sparkles fly. And then it also had, okay, those 3. This is a really, I want to show you a really cool, oh, I don't have it. So a really cool way to like kind of put these clusters together is if you have a sheet of plastic, like I have this that I can use. This is so old. I've had this for 20 years. But what's nice is it has these, you know, these where you can put stickers on them and take them right off. Another thing that works is once you're done with a sticker sheet like that, keep this backing material because it works just the same as this, right? So I'm going to set this up on here, and then it'll be ready to stick on there. Okay, so I can, you know, I can kind of mess with it before I actually commit to anything. All right, so I'm going to put this here. Again, I'm going by this one here. And then I'm going to do, kind of get an idea where this is going to go. Right there. Okay, I don't want to stick that all the way down because I want to be able to get these little guys in there. I'll put that right there. And then the other one. And then let the sparks fly, which is perfect because we obviously had sparklers. All right. Isn't that cute? So that's already set up, and so I'm going to take that and get those stuck together. There we go. Sorry, I should be doing this so you can see what I'm doing. There, and I'm going to put that right, I think I like it right there. There, I'm going to keep that really light for now because, and then, because I want to make sure that I get the pictures in there right first. And then I'm going to do this Happy 4th of July. So I'll set this one up here. I've got Happy 4th of July right here. And then I need a little flag and a star. And put this one right here. Whoop, and then a little star, which is this one. You know, and this is so nice because somebody's figured this out for me already. I don't have to sit and figure it out. You know what I mean? This one was probably up a little higher. Was there a smaller one? Yes, there was. Okay. I was going to say, that's not working. Okay, so I will put this one back where I found it, which was here. And I'll get the smaller one. Oh, this one's getting long. All right, and then there. And this is exactly where I wanted to put this, or I could even put it here. I want it here. Perfect. And, you know, if I wanted to, like I said, I can take some of these little stars and I could put some, you know, let's put them in like groups of 3. I don't want them to look like they're too lined up. Maybe have a couple over here. And one here. I like that. What do I have? What, 4 more? Whoopsie. Maybe just 2 over here would be good. And then there, and then I would just glue those down. Isn't that cute? I love it. I really love how this turned out. I can't wait to put my pictures in it. And the other thing is I can't wait to enter this in for the Sizzlin Summer, so like maybe I'll win too. And I'm going to do all 9 of them. I did last year, and it was great because I got 18 pages done. And a lot of us don't scrapbook that much in the summer, but hey, this just took a little bit of time, and the sketches that they put out every week make it easy, right? So happy scrapping, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and the ones that I'm going to try and do this every week for this sizzling summer. So, but join in the fun, because you can win free prizes, a lot of great stuff. And I would love to see one of you guys watching this win that $200 shopping spree. That would be so great. I would love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Have a great day.